Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Gotta Start Somewhere Regulation F with Pokemon Showdown. Today is once again January 1st. I had a little bit of time, so we're going to go, a couple episodes today. Um, so, once again, if anyone enjoys my content, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, comment, anything helps out with the video and my channel, of course. So let's get started. Still playing the same team. Let's see, the opponent is. There you go. Oh god. Articuno, Ololo Ninetales, Entei, Corviknight, Baxcalibur, and Urshifu. That sucks. So I'm gonna go Gouging Fire. Probably need to Fairy Terra. Actually, I might use. Yeah, Gouging Fire is there, and to protect the Gouging Fire against the Urshifu, we're gonna bring that in the back, and also Zapdos for the attack. Do I bring Dragonite? No, I think it's pretty bad against it. I could bring Chien-Pao. And I could also bring Sinistra. Corviknight and Urshifu Rapid Strike. Galarian Zapdos and the Corviknight. Is it going to be faster than me? Let's try it out. Going to Fairy Terra, Heat Crash on Corviknight, and Brave Bird into Urshifu. Let's see if this is Scarf. Best of 3 I would have much better knowledge, but fortunately just best of 1. So let's try this. Articuno comes out, Fairy, Heat Crash. Does not kill. Fortunately, Brave Bird into Articuno does about half. Tailwind is up. Probably Specs Articuno. Going to Heat Crash into Articuno for the kill. And bring out the Chien-Pao to stall out the Tailwind a little bit, and also it's going to be not very effective against the Blizzard from Articuno. Maybe bring out she's planning to bring out the Lone Ninetales against the Corviknight. Yep, there you go for the Blizzard. Heat Crash misses. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. For the Aurora Veil, Sucker Punch into Articuno. I'm faster than Articuno. Probably faster than. Actually, not faster than Ninetales. But Sucker Punch will hopefully take out. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. The Snow Veil is just killing me. Going to whatever that kills, right? Wait, hold on. Oh no, I can't. I already Terra'd. Oh yeah, I already Fairy Terra'd. Oh wow, doesn't do a lot of damage. Probably still faster than Articuno. Oh, Aura Veil is just so terrible. Just a little bit unlucky. But I think that's game. How many times did I miss 100%? Once? I missed what? Oh my god, I'm so low now. I missed one sucker punch, one heat crash, and I guess the other one's not really, but come on. How? What is. Stone Cloak? Most likely. What's defensive? It's pretty defensive, huh? It's always specs, that's why it's breaking through everything. Heat crash missing is definitely why I lost. By one stage evasiveness. Pretty light, so I would have killed it. How much does one stage evasiveness? Okay. Well, 0.75. So it's about 0.75. So 3 out of 4 times I win. 1 out of 4 times I lost. I guess Pokemon is always a game of whatchamacallit, probabilities. But let's go over this. Let's see if there is anything that I could eke out in here. So today it is a team about Articuno. This is actually the first time facing this team for me. Alolan, Ninetales, Entei, which I couldn't even see, Corviknight, Baxcalibur, and Urshifu. I think it was Water Rapid Strike. I brought Gouging Fire and Glaring Zapdos. And then I brought Sinistra and Chien-Pao in the back. I needed a way to kill the Alolan Ninetales and the Articuno and the Baxcalibur and the Corviknight. So Gouging Fire is correct, except it is going to be ×1 against Ice because of Dragon, ×1 against Fairy because of Dragon. I wanted to kill the Urshifu outright because of to protect the Gouging Fire as much as I can. That's why I brought the Articuno, Terra Fairy, Heat Crash onto Corviknight. I used Terra Fairy because I wanted to actually there's no reason for me to use Terra Fairy, right? Because the dragon is going to make it 1, right? Let me just double check. Gouging Fire. It is 12 by dragon, 2 by dragon, and then yeah. Okay. So actually there is no reason for me to for me to Fairy Terra against Urshifu, Rapid Strike, and if I didn't, I would have killed the Corviknight, and Tailwind would have never gotten off. And then Brave Bird does about half. Tailwind, like I said, Tailwind wouldn't have gotten off. And in here, we found out that Specs Articuno under Tailwind is still slower than Galarian Zapdos, right? Kuno under Tailwind is still slower than Galarian Zapdos, so I could have just Brave Bird and Heat Crash into it, and give me 2 chances to kill, and with that, without much damage in the back, and the Urshifu that I can take out with the Sinistra, that would have turned me the game. That's how I would have won the game, right? Let's just go over it to see if there are any other mistakes. This missing sucks, but like I said, I could have put the odds more in my favor. Sucker Punch missing also didn't do that much. I thought Sucker Punch would kill, but then knowing the damage calculations of the Sucker Punch into the Articuno, right, only does 90%. Even without the Aurora Veil, it wouldn't have killed. So definitely taking out the Articuno is a priority. Is prio. Because like I said, once that is done, Sinistra, well, Alolan Ninetales is still there, but that I could have killed with Galarian Zapdos. Sucker Punch didn't kill. Yep, see, Blizzard doesn't kill, right? So I could have always just, and also Brave Bird didn't kill, but that's because of the Aurora Veil. I really needed the Heat Crash, and before the Aurora Veil, when Ninetales switched in, I would have definitely killed it. So that is game. So like I said, three ways that I could have won. Not Fairy Terra on the Urshifu, and maybe using it on the Galarian Zapdos or Sinistra. Even now, I could have used it on Sinistra, and then just do Matcha Gotcha while being halved against Ice. Would have worked out. And doubling up with the Galarian Zapdos and the Gouging Fire instead of switching out the Zapdos into Chien-Pao, that would have definitely turned the game into my favor again. And also, if I had decided to Sucker Punch and the Heat Crash into Articuno, if, granted that both of those hit, would have also turned my game into my favor a little bit more than it is now. But I think the last one, I would have needed to also not Terra the Gouging Fire, and then bring out the Sinistra, and then Water Terra the Sinistra in order for me to win the game. So my biggest mistake, even after everything, is definitely Fairy Terra on the Gouging Fire that I can change for the future. And also just trying to, because this is a Specs Articuno team, so taking out the Articuno will severely impair the damage that it is being done on the enemy. So those are the things to look out for. Alright, so that is game number 1. Just sucks that I keep losing. Let's go over something else today. Just I'm using the iPhone Notes app to kind of mark what type of the replays that I'm doing on my phone, but it's just it's a hassle because I need to copy the link and then send it to like a messenger system to myself and then be able to open it through that way. It is a lot of work. Wish there was a better streamlined way to do it, but there isn't. So this is a second game. I have no idea if I won or lost, but looking at Roaring Moon and looking at Fluttermane, I probably lost this game as well. Let's see. The enemy is running Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon, Incin, Among Us, Fluttermane, Ogre Pawn in the water, and Raging Bolt. What would I have run in this case? I definitely, like I said, I kind of want to utilize Dragonite a little bit more, so I want to lead Dragonite. Plus, so Dragonite, having Dragonite lead covers for mostly everything with the Steel Terra. Except for Raging Bolt, Among Us, and Ogre Pawn Water, I guess, and also Incineroar. So I think bringing Chien-Pao next to it will help. And then I would bring the Ting-Lu. Do I bring Ting-Lu or do I bring Galarian Zapdos? I think I bring Galarian Zapdos and Gouging Fire. I could just try to Breaking Swipe my way through after all the dragons are dead. But I probably brought like Ting-Lu and Galarian Zapdos in this case. That's usually what I do. Yeah. Roaring Moon and Galarian Zapdos. I probably close combat here. What does Roaring Moon usually do? Let's actually go over that a little bit better. Roaring Moon. Which I hate. Usually runs. Usually runs Knock Off, Protect, Acrobatics, and Tailwind, Dragon Dance. Okay. So it doesn't really have a dragon type move, huh? That is something to take note of. It is something to take note of. Oh, 1 second. My cat is trying to for me. I'm not sure if you guys can hear her. This is Mango. Maybe I'll show pictures if anyone is interested in the future. But so not knowing that Roaring Moon doesn't have Dragon move, it is more likely for me to bring out the Gouging Fire against the Roaring Moon because I can hit it, but they usually cannot. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, what was I up to? So yeah, basically I should have brought out the Dragonite to have Scale Shot into the Roaring Moon. Could have probably switched out, but other than Fluttering Mane, I have pretty good offensive typing with the Scale Shot. And then I could have Brave Birded into the Fluttering Mane slot as well. But I think in here I decided to probably close combat Roaring Moon with the Ghost Terra for the fake out. Oh, I am +1 here. Wait, wasn't I +1 for the other one? Or whatever. No, it wasn't. So I'm +1, close combat into Roaring Moon and Earthquake. Oh no, I switched out. Yep, to get the fake out off. I don't know why I switch into Sinistra. Maybe whatever I had in the back is worse off. But could have just throw chop into Incineroar, would have still been better. Ghost Terra onto Incin. Yep, close combat to now I can't really do anything. So Incineroar has both the Ghost Terra version and also the Grass Terra version as well. I guess in this team it is running Ghost Terra. Dazzling Gleam takes out a lot. Amacha Gotcha does a little bit. Knockoff kills. Oh, and the Hedge Dragonite. Tinglu comes out. Overpower comes out. Iron Head. Okay, for the Iron Head. Flare Blitz doesn't do much. And then and it burns. Probably Throat Chop into Incineroar. Scale Shot, yep, doesn't do a lot of damage. Because I am burned. I am faster. Knock off. No more loaded dice. I don't know why I decided to Earthquake. Iron Head doesn't do much. Dazzling Gleam kills. Galarian Zapdos comes in. Knock off, protects. Probably Brave Bird into Flutter Mane. And knock off, and then throw chop into Incineroar. Yeah. So some mistakes that I made, right? There are some things that I remember I don't get why I did. That I understand. I don't know why I Earthquaked here. Oh no, because oh yeah, he probably Ghost Terra this turn. That's why. No, he Ghost Terra when there was a close combat. So I should have definitely used Throat Chop. Maybe I wanted to spread the damage a little bit onto the Flutter Mane as well. But then that's more the reason to use the Throat Chop on the Flutter Mane. If that is the case, I could have Iron. Still wouldn't have killed. Let's burn this unlucky. Well, Earthquake here, I don't understand. Definitely should have throw chopped left. Because even if it switches out to the Flutter Mane, I am still in a better space, right? Yeah, knock off, Earthquake, kills the Ogerpon. That I understand because Ogerpon had very little left. That's why I did that. Protect and Iron Head doesn't do much damage, but at least it did enough to bring it down to the range. And Brave Bird, and then if Incineroar attack, Zapdos, I could hit the Tinglu. If it attacks the Tinglu, I can hit it with the Zapdos next turn because I'm faster, and I did win the game. Alright, so it turns out that I do win sometimes too. But there's still some mistakes that I made. There's still a lot to learn. Still, I'm having difficulty understanding some of the decisions that I am making. But it is very very different of how things are when I'm actually in the game and when I am looking at it from the outside, and that's the whole purpose of why I'm doing these VAR reviews, to be like, huh, why did I do such a thing, and be like, and realize what I can do better in this turn. Um, there you go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and have a wonderful, you know, rest of the week. And I will see you in the next battle.